The screen is pitch black. The distant rumble of thunder echoes, slowly crescendoing. A soft, eerie melody begins to play as the image fades in to reveal a dimly lit hotel corridor. The wallpaper is peeling, and the lights flicker sporadically. Whispered voices seem to emanate from the shadows. Have you ever wandered into a place that felt off? As if the walls themselves watched your every move? Welcome back, seekers of the uncanny. Tonight, we delve into a tale where sanctuary becomes a labyrinth of terror. Prepare yourselves for the haunting of Crescent Hotel. Arrival at the mysterious hotel, the sound of heavy rain. A lone car struggles down a deserted road, headlights barely piercing the storm. The story begins with Dr. Jonathan Reed, a seasoned neuroscientist attending a conference in a remote town. With the storm rendering the roads nearly impassable, he seeks refuge at the only establishment in sight, the Crescent Hotel. The hotel looms into view, a grandiose Victorian edifice, its once majestic facade now worn by time. Overgrown ivy snakes up the walls and a creaking signboard swings precariously in the wind. Jonathan steps out of his car, clutching his briefcase. He gazes up at the hotel, raindrops pelting his face. The air is thick with an uncanny stillness, broken only by the distant hoot of an owl. Inside, the lobby is a relic of the past, crystal chandeliers, ornate rugs, and a grand staircase. Behind the front desk stands an enigmatic receptionist, his eyes reflecting a knowledge unsaid. "Welcome to the Crescent Hotel, Dr. Reed. We've been expecting you." "Expecting me? But I didn't make a reservation." "Some guests find us when they need to. Here are the house rules. No visitors after midnight, and please do not disturb room 213. Jonathan hesitates but signs the register, noting the antiquated pen and ink. Strange occurrences begin. Jonathan enters his room, room 207. The decor is antique, with heavy velvet drapes and a four-poster bed. Portraits of stern-looking figures adorn the walls, their eyes seemingly following him. He notices a cracked mirror above the dresser. As he runs his hand over it, a sudden chill passes through the room. He checks the windows. Closed. While unpacking, he hears a faint lullaby sung by a woman's voice echoing through the ventilation ducts. He pauses, listening intently. "Hello? Is someone there?" Silence. Then the sound of footsteps pacing in the hallway. He opens the door to find the corridor empty, the lights flickering. Disturbing discoveries. Unable to shake off his unease, he opens the nightstand drawer and finds an old diary. The leather cover is worn, the pages yellowed. He flips through entries dated from the 1920s, referencing nightmares and whispers. Phrases like, "The walls speak," and "They watch when the lights fade" jump out. Delving deeper into the mystery. The next morning, in the dining hall, Jonathan meets an elderly man, hunched over his oatmeal. "They don't like when you pry, you know. Best to keep to yourself." "Excuse me, who doesn't like it?" But the man returns to his meal, ignoring further questions. A maid briskly walks by, avoiding eye contact. Jonathan attempts to speak to her. "Excuse me, miss." She hastens her pace, disappearing around the corner. Curiosity piqued, Jonathan decides to investigate room 213. The door is unmarked, different from the others. Pressing his ear against the door, he hears a rhythmic tapping and faint whispers in an indiscernible language. This doesn't make any sense. As he turns to leave, a vase on a nearby table shatters, though he is nowhere near it. He spins around to see a shadowy figure at the end of the hallway. It vanishes as a light flickers. The hotel's dark history unveiled. Determined to uncover the truth, Jonathan visits the local library. Dusty archives reveal newspaper clippings and records about the Crescent Hotel. The hotel, built in 1892, was once a sanatorium run by Dr. Victor Homewood, a neurologist obsessed with the human psyche's limits. Patients checked in, but seldom left. Rumors of experimental procedures and disappearances plagued the establishment until it abruptly closed after a fire in 1925. Jonathan discovers a photograph of Dr. Homewood, a striking resemblance to himself. This can't be, unless... He recalls family stories of a distant relative who was a doctor around that era. Escalation of horror. Back at the hotel, the phenomena escalate. Apparitions of patients wandering the halls, their gaze vacant. The whispers now a cacophony of voices. Doors slam shut on their own. The walls seem to pulse, the wallpaper patterns twisting into grotesque faces. Jonathan tries to contact the outside world, but his phone has no signal. The hotel's landlines are dead. Other guests are nowhere to be found, and the staff are missing. In his room, his reflection in the cracked mirror smirks independently. It begins to speak. "You've come back to us, Victor. It's time to finish what you started." "My name is Jonathan. I'm not Victor." He stumbles back, the room spinning. Confrontation with the unknown. Frantically searching for answers, he recalls the diary mentioning a secret passage. Behind the bookshelf in the library, he finds a lever. A hidden door creaks open. He descends into a network of tunnels. The air is cold, the walls damp. Rooms branch off, each containing archaic medical equipment, jars with unknown specimens, and scribbled formulas on the walls. In the deepest chamber stands a figure, Dr. Victor Holmwood, unchanged by time. "You can't run from yourself, Jonathan, or should I say, me. This isn't possible. You're a part of me. We are one, bound by the mind that transcends time. You sought the limits of consciousness, and now you've found them." Ultimate choice. Victor extends a hand. "Embrace our legacy. Together, we can unlock realms unseen, or resist and be consumed by the void." Jonathan grapples with visions of the tortured souls trapped by Victor's experiments. The climax. Rejecting Victor, Jonathan turns and flees. The tunnels shift, a labyrinth designed to trap him. Shadows reach out like tendrils. He uses the diary's notes to navigate. He recalls a passage. Their freedom lies in truth unspoken. Determined, he finds the central chamber where patients' records are kept. He begins destroying them, setting the parchments ablaze. Victor's apparition screams in rage as the flames spread. "What have you done?" As the underground chambers collapse, Jonathan races toward the exit. He bursts into the hotel lobby, which is now crumbling. He escapes into the night as the hotel implodes, the storm finally subsiding. Resolution. Jonathan awakens on a hospital bed, monitors beeping steadily. A nurse enters. "Good to see you're awake, Dr. Reed. You gave us quite a scare." "How did I get here?" "You were in an accident. They've repaired the road since the landslide. It's a miracle you survived." He touches his pocket and feels something unfamiliar. Pulling it out, he finds an antique key with the numbers 213 engraved. It wasn't a dream. That evening, as he looks out the hospital window, he sees in the reflection Victor's face instead of his own, smirking. So, was it all a hallucination, a byproduct of a brilliant mind under duress? Or did Jonathan Reed peel back the veil between reality and the ethereal? Some questions linger beyond the grasp of logic. What do you think? Does the mind hold the key to unlocking realms beyond our own? Have you ever experienced something that defies explanation? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. If this tale sent a chill down your spine, hit that like button and subscribe for more journeys into the unknown. And don't forget to ring the bell so you won't miss our next adventure. Credits roll. Background music plays, a haunting melody with a modern twist. Credits appear in stylized font. Story by your name? Voiceover? Music provided by Composer Source. Special thanks to the Curious Minds community. After the credits, a short clip shows a rebuilt Crescent hotel, pristine and inviting. As the camera zooms in, the lights flicker and a silhouette appears in the window. Jonathan's face. End screen. Thank you for joining us on this cerebral journey. Stay curious, stay vigilant, and until next time, keep questioning the world around you. Fade out with the channel's logo.